Jameson sitting now?
No.
Gluten free.
There is Jameson right there, but there's
No, I have to drive.
only melted. There's only melted ice.
What about those rocks I fucking bought you?
They're whiskey rocks.
They're whiskey rocks.
Yeah, that's whiskey.
Those might work, but the freezer's currently broken.
Oh, well then,
So
I take back that idea.
that's why the ice in the freezer is currently melted.
Oh, I didn't know that. I don't look in your freezer when I come by.
That's why I just said.
That's why you should have checked.
I should have. You know what? Every time I get over here, it should be the first thing I do.
You need to do a walk.
Go to your
I
freezer.
just said that.
Freezer.
Get
I
yourself
just literally
established.
just said that the ice in the freezer is melted.
I know.
Otherwise, and then that's why you brought up the rocks.
Never mind.
I'm just saying that's what happened.
Okay. So,
I should pull shit up.
good week, everybody. Hello. We this is week 8 for us here at Tactical Pause.
I'm so
I didn't add a damn thing to the document this week.
Yeah. Neither did
Yeah.
Bert.
Well, Bert never adds a damn thing to the document.
There's
Yeah.
a document.
You didn't even read it, so how are you gonna know what's going on?
I read it. Well, I
Kind of
glanced
important,
over it.
You know,
Glanced
like
over it.
if we don't put anything down about what to talk about, then
we don't have anything to talk about.
we don't really have a podcast. do
No.
So Bert,
we? So Bert, what are we talking about this weekend?
what are we talking about this week?
What happened
I
this
think you
week
should
in
take
gaming?
The helm. I think you should take the helm this week.
Let's go, buddy.
Well, this week I got a $25 gift card to GameStop, so I'm going to use that at GameStop.
Cool.
Okay.
Let's talk about that for an hour and a half.
Just so you guys know. I just want to let you guys know about that. Aside from that, you know, it's the holiday season. Actually, one thing to talk about is the Target situation. Target getting.
That doesn't relate to video games.
That wasn't related.
I don't
to
care. It's
Relates
technology.
to-
Why are you
No.
signing in on Safari instead? Is there a Drive app for the iPad?
Yes.
So
I haven't gotten it yet.
That's it, folks. We know exactly what we're talking about
Um,
when it comes to video games.
Yeah, look,
and
here we go.
technology.
Let's talk about here,
Uh,
Cody. You know what? You and I and Gabriel can cover this Attack Squadrons Star Wars.
did you look at the trailer?
I watched the trailer.
watch the trailer?
I did, and here's my concern.
Here's my impression.
Okay, go ahead. I'll let you go first.
Meh.
Yeah, it felt very free to play.
Yeah.
It felt like Battlestar Galactica made with the Unity engine
Say that. Yeah.
for web.
That's probably what it
looks
is.
like
It's probably
from,
made
like,
of
the
the Unity
screenshot.
engine.
So it's a cool idea if it brings back X-Wing TIE Fighter kind of flight statuses. I'm all for it. If it's a fun game, I'll ignore the graphics, but I did feel kind of meh.
Meh.
Same way. So, what about you, Gabriel? Did you take a look at that? Did you see that at
I
all?
glanced at it and I'm looking at
Oh
it.
my god!
Oh, I'm sorry.
I have it pulled up right now. I'm not gonna lie.
Watch
I
it.
don't care.
Watch it.
You should watch
Just
it.
watch
It's
it.
actually pretty interesting.
Well,
Live
I'm
reaction.
looking at it,
Live
and
reaction.
It's
Just
okay.
their overall design just is meh. Like the whole thing, join the beta, everything just feels like a free to play. Like general overall, kind of not impressed. The graphics look bland. I mean,
It could be fun.
I mean, that's kind of what I'm banking on. Is let's see if it's fun. If it's a fun game,
yeah, they could have.
and we go back to X-Wing TIE Fighter.
Well, it depends
I'm
on how
all- like I said.
challenging yet. I mean, here we go. I'm pulling it up right now. Let's see. Hey, look! It's a
it's-
scene that they always play every time anyone's flying an X-wing ever.
From the R2D2 perspective.
Well, no, just like
Is that
the
from
whole
R2?
squad were.
No, it just shows where the wings expand out.
A little bit mute for
When
me.
you go and it pans across with a planet or some shit behind it.
There we go.
Do
You
do
can't
do
afford to play
do.
that live. So it's less than 30 seconds. We're okay. But
Yeah, we don't need to be putting
I don't know.
trailer
No.
sounds in
You
our
know-
podcast.
You know what it looks like? It looks like they're
Yeah.
using the same animation they did to reanimate it in like 2000 or whatever when they came out with the gold edition of the VHSs.
Yeah, I can see that. Looks like the old CG from
Like there's
early
no
2000.
depth to it. It's just it's so open that it's too open.
Yeah.
The stars are so far away that it doesn't feel like you're really fighting in the stars.
It's free to play. And actually, there's another free to play game that was like star system based. That was in the Steam Winter Sale. Did you see that? Did you guys look through like the free to play games that you get the items for other than Dota or Steam Winter Sale?
No.
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 So you're like, I'm guessing severely underwhelmed by the Winter Sale.
Yes.
Possibly, yeah.
I've been
Yeah,
buying
I
stuff.
mean, I haven't really bought.
I've been buying stuff.
That's what I do.
Sales. Holidays
That's
are
all
coming.
I've been saving for. I just been buying Steam cards.
That was the greatest fucking trailer you've ever sent me. For those that don't know, there was an old Coke commercial, late 90s, early 2000s, that this Holidays Are Coming song, and this trucks rolling through that light the fucking roads in the city as it passes by.
For the Steam sale.
And they changed it for the Steam
It'll
sale.
be in the, we'll put a link in the description.
You know, I did it last time for your Connect video.
Did you really?
I really did. Nobody fucking checks it but me, so it's okay. I even tweeted it.
Nobody but
I
Cindy can
even
get the document.
tweeted it for you.
Actually,
I said, "Here's the
We
link
need
Cody
to,
promised."
Clearly outline our roles in this podcast
So-
a little
We have
better
to-
after this podcast is over.
That's what the Trello document thing is.
Yo.
for. Sponsored
I
by
haven't-
Trello. Not really.
You guys
Not
are
really.
hitting on me about not talking video games, and here we are planning on
I'm
not doing
plugging
the
our
podcast
Twitter.
on the
We're
podcast.
plugging.
I'm
we're
plugging
actually
Twitter.
Tactical
Okay.
Pause.
Yeah, at Tactical
As a
Pause
Plug
on
away.
Twitter.
Plug away.
And you can go ahead and follow us at Tactical Pause on Twitter if you
He
haven't
doesn't have
already.
a Twitter. Tweeter.
I don't.
He doesn't
Twitter.
know.
Twitter.
Well, I do, but I
Gamer
forgot
says.
to log
I do,
in.
and I'm following.
It is.
Am I
He is following.
I'm not following.
No.
And as
you're
soon
an
as
asshole.
Jay starts
Follow
posting
right
some
now.
shit.
I could do that. That's
Next
Good
gen
times.
Tomb Raider will be better than the PC version of the current
Yeah, so
gen.
they said that the updates that they're doing are going to be like, oh yeah, we took the effects that we did in the PC version and like the latest old console versions, and we really improved them and added all these effects. And okay, so
And that's gonna be for the one and PS.
one and PS4, yeah. So the tress effects, like the cool hair shit, where you like her single hairs like fall off her shoulder,
Yeah.
like that, plus like updated textures and updated particle effects.
So game
Okay.
wise, I
Good,
always
so
just
they're
feel
not-
like if you get it on the PlayStation, the load times are gonna be less. But if you get it on the Xbox, you have an Xbox now.
Well, you know, PlayStation you also get in 1080.
No, they're both in 1080.
They'll both be in 1080. They have a Blu-ray now.
I know. I'm waiting to see a 1080p game from Xbox One.
I'm just glad to see they're putting some
Forza.
more work into it
It's still 720
instead
upscale.
of just rehashing the same game.
Forza's 1080.
All of them are 720
The
upscale.
latest like that was like their selling point. It
That's
was like,
not.
Like we
I
strive
know.
for 1080p,
I know.
60 frames per second.
It's not.
What are you talking? Where is your news article that's saying like?
I want
well, 'cause
sources.
No.
Forza-
Sources!
all
I
the
want
games.
Sources. Where's your source?
Okay, I'll get
Where,
sources
like,
for you.
why haven't we brought this up before?
Well, we brought it up when we talked about the difference between them. That none of the launch games are going to be 1080p on
Except
the
for
Xbox
Forza.
Ones.
Yeah,
No.
yeah.
Okay,
Rise is
that's fine.
900p. Forza is 1080p, and Dead Rising 3 is 720p upscaled, as well as Killer Instinct. But yeah, Forza was 1080p, 60 frames per second. That was their goal. That's why they didn't have like the rain and like the other shit. You go ahead and tablet all you want.
I'm gonna look this up.
And
Go
you're-
ahead
and
and
then you're
move
gonna
on
come
then.
I
back
got
and be-
something here from Destructoid. Hold on.
Let's see. Where did you hear this
Well,
from?
hang on. It was even in, like Kotaku article that I saw earlier. Actually, that I leaked
Game
before.
Fact, show off.
Take me
Who
back to
can
my
Google
goddamn
faster?
good luck.
Jay versus
The laptop?
Cody.
Well, I'm not googling shit.
Fighting for Cody is gamers.
Yeah, Google for the truth.
A laptop versus a tablet.
Okay, go move on to the next story then while we do this.
The next
I-
story you
Oh,
need to
don't-
talk
I'm
about.
narrating
just
this
gloss
battle
over
right
this.
now.
Well, no, we
Hey,
don't need to
Logan.
have dead air of you guys staring at
We're
us
not
and
doing
waiting.
it.
We're not dead air.
We're
We're
filling
commentating.
They're filling, yeah.
We're
I want
filling
to
it
see.
in.
I want to see who finds out first. I
And
want to
first
know.
and second of all,
And who finds the
and
better
first of all,
source.
and third of all, the next story, you're the only one that could even talk about it.
I have it
because
right here.
no one else here has bought daisies. Okay.
Daisies?
Daisies.
I love
I love
daisies.
This
daisies.
is a fun game. Daisies.
Pussy willows,
Pussy willows.
daisies. I love daisies.
Mandrels. I don't even know that's a flower.
So what I have here is from the 8th of November from Destructoid, basically saying the only reason that the Forza 5 is 1080p and 60 frames per second is because of the Xbox One cloud. And because with Forza 4, they wanted to do it, but they wouldn't have been able to because of the physics that were required. So,
Alright.
so it looks like
Looks like Cody was right.
it looks like
I'll
Cody
give him
might
that.
be right here. Yeah.
It is 1080p.
Wait, can I hear that again? I wasn't in the room.
No.
It's something. The cloud. The cloud, Cody. You are correct. The cloud is what makes a.
That was their goal. That was their goal.
1080p,
To get 1080p, 60
frames.
That was the only game. That was the only game. But
Go
that
for
was
the
goal.
kill.
Or at launch.
Go read Destructoid.
Finish him. Okay.
Excuse me.
We'll talk about Daisies.
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 Did you play any of the standalone?
I watched you play it
Yeah.
for like a few seconds.
How much of the standalone did you play?
I got in. It was nighttime. I was running through a town. Zombies chased me. I ran into a field. I hid behind a tree. They kept chasing me. I ran through a forest. Got to another town. Couldn't open a fucking door to save my life. And then I just closed the game.
And that was it?
That was about it.
That was your experience.
So far. I can't remember what fucking button closes doors or opens doors. I could clip in, like I could see into the building,
Hold on.
I'm panicking.
I'm panicking. but
Give me
I
the
can't
house.
open the fucking door.
It has some problems.
Let alone
Good guard dog.
let alone when you do. I don't know if you've noticed this. If you punch a wall or a door, you get the bullet sound.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I thought like, that was going to be like the first thing that was resolved. And same thing with when I found an axe. And like when you like hit things with an axe, it's a bullet sound. Yeah.
That's what it was.
And,
huh?
and when you punch things too, actually.
Really?
Yeah, you can punch. Do you know you can punch things?
Yeah.
So
It-
there's,
Yeah,
only,
yeah.
there's only one physics reaction.
That's like one step forward, two steps back.
Yeah.
In this alpha.
If it
But
feels.
it's an alpha.
Oh, it is, and we're not expected to have the full game, and I'm totally okay with that.
What do you think of?
Well, you get
have
to
you done any of the
You get to see
inventory
it grow.
system?
This
No.
is such a young game. It's so
Well,
fragile.
I almost want to like show you because I'm in a good position right now, like where I'm at. I found an axe, so you can like defend yourself. But I almost want you to go over there and like I'll show you how to use the inventory system. But that's like my like.
How similar is it to the mod that was?
Oh, it's completely different.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah, so like that's the one thing that's been like a huge change, and it's been really cool playing with the inventory system. So when you run up and you see things, right? You don't when you mouse over them, you don't actually see like a text box that shows like what the item is. You actually have to hit tab, and tab brings up your like character inventory screen, and it shows on the left hand pane it's items in proximity, and anything that's over there, whether it's like clothes or it's a like helmet or it's guns or whatever it is, you actually click and drag the items from the proximity over to your character or over into like whatever bag that you're holding.
Okay.
So that's how you pick up items. It's kind of interesting. And that like it's a really easy way of seeing like okay like when you like walk over something you'll see something like a mask that takes up 2 vertical spots and like in your inventory you don't have any room for 2 like a 1x2 vertical like grid slot so you know I can't pick that up. It's that part's really cool. The zombies I've actually every time I've spawned, it's been on the coast, and I've been like right next to a town.
Really? I haven't spawned on the coast yet. I've only spawned inland.
Yeah, I've spawned in the coast almost every time, and there's a lot more buildings that are open, but it's like the same layout in the building.
It felt very like to me. The world felt like it was just pulled from the mod.
The world is the same as the
Right,
mod.
right, and I get that.
But the buildings that were completely empty in the game or in the mod have been
They have like been filled out, and they have hallways and rooms you can go in.
yeah.
yeah.
Not all the rooms are open, but some of them are, and
But I still
they
can't
have more
open a
stuff.
fucking
And I
door.
found a lot of shit in these other rooms.
I need to learn how to put up a door.
But dude, it's still broken. I mean, it has a long way to go. I mean, it's still completely terrifying, but that's only because the zombies glitch really bad. Like I thought I was being really sneaky and like crawling through this town, and I stood up and I turn around and like I see a zombie like come through the wall, like with her midsection like halfway through the ground, just like and then then you see like a little like it's not as prominent as the mod where you just like you start bleeding like and like your entire screen starts going red. You see a little text message up in the lower left hand corner, it just says, "You feel warm blood on your clothes," and you see like this spurt of blood coming from like wherever you got hit, and you're just like, "Oh, well, I'm bleeding," and you just start booking it, and your vision will start slowly start fading, and all the color starts fading from the screen, so it's like starts to get really muted, and then you go unconscious and die and respawn. And I've done that probably 6 or 7 times.
Haven't died yet, so we'll see.
You haven't died yet?
No.
Well, maybe like
I'm probably gonna die of starvation because I can't find shit. I can't open shit. I don't know what the fuck to do. I wouldn't have never guessed on that inventory. There's no tutorial system. There's like nothing in there.
No, you have to read the forums. And,
I know.
And watch the videos.
And I didn't.
No.
I know.
Or get online and I can tell you what to do and we can try to find each other. But
good.
No.
We'll see.
No. Okay, we will.
We have it. We both have it. It's only you and I that have this.
How about you sign in on one of my other computers here?
Can't tonight. I gotta go play poker right after this.
All you have to do is sign in.
Have to go play poker after this.
Steam.
I know.
And that's it.
I know.
And then it's over.
No.
That's all. Oh, that's all you have to do.
No.
You don't want a Steam share?
No. Well, how did this conversation get to Steam Share?
That's what it is. All you have to do is sign in on Steam on one of the computers, and then you can then it's like one of the computers that are authorized to share your games.
Close.
It is. But you have that's part of it. You have to sign into one of the computers.
Right, but the other person has to set Steam to have the beta running.
That's
anyway.
true.
So there's a few extra steps in there, buddy.
Yeah, but
close.
Part of it is you signing.
So Xbox One is the most wished console for on Amazon right now. That's interesting.
You just read that.
I did. I did.
You just learned that.
No, I saw the headline.
Brand new news.
Brand
to
new
Jay.
news to Jay. So, what is your first reaction?
Cool.
Well,
Does that surprise you?
A little bit because I thought Xbox was keeping a better supply than Sony. I would have thought maybe Sony would come up more wished because it hasn't. I haven't seen as many of them around.
well, I haven't seen as many of them around as I have the Xbox. The Xbox has been plenty stock at my business
Yeah.
place.
I have an idea.
And what's that idea?
Do you want to have like a first time reaction to DayZ? We haven't done one of those. What was
We haven't
the challenge?
the challenge. Yeah, we haven't had
Cameron do the challenge.
Well, that's a
with DayZ.
good idea. Okay.
See how long he survives.
Okay.
1 second.
Go
So
do
you're gonna go
that.
ahead and set that up.
Keep talking about this. The DRM problem.
Who sent this? Because I haven't seen shit, but I haven't been on my Xbox in
Yeah,
like a week.
Yeah, I think we were a little misleading about the Xbox One. Xbox One is the most gifted.
I thought it was the most wished for,
It's
but it
on
wasn't
the
most gifted.
it's on the most gifted list. So it also is on the most wished.
Okay,
for
so it is
ranking.
more wished for.
Correct. Yeah, this is all according to DualShockers.com. It basically looks like, yeah, they're the most wished for and the most gifted. So I don't think it's necessarily that they don't have the stock of the PS4s. They're one of the ones that is being outsold or most gifted, more gifted than
It's definitely being
particularly
outsold because the
PS4.
supply's there.
Yeah, so yeah, I don't think Xbox One is having any problems with supply issues right now. I think they're doing okay. I see them all over Craigslist. They're on Amazon all the time, so I think they're doing okay. But yeah, anyways, on to the
So who posted
the
this DRM story?
24 hour. I was just double checking the follow up on this one.
Well,
Basically,
first of all, it only happens with digital downloaded games, not disc games.
yeah, what the big issue was
Okay.
somebody was playing Killer Instinct at a tournament, and they were live streaming it, and in the middle of playing the game, Xbox One notification pops up saying, "Hey, do you own this game? We need you to check. You haven't done a check in the last 24 hours," which is the big issue that was plaguing Xbox at the launch or at the announcement
They
launch.
said that they were going to take off.
So yeah, I mean, the fact that it's still in place in certain issues. I was reading the follow-up right now. They're basically saying, well, we're designed to... The Xbox One is designed for a bunch of different aspects in mind, and in some certain aspects, we have to double-check the the subscription. So, basically, it looks like what they're saying is, as of right now, in certain instances, there's still 24-hour checks in place for certain digital contents. I guess in certain instances, when you're playing them with a bunch of people in a tournament, apparently Xbox says that might be an issue from time to time. It doesn't seem like they give any definitive answer saying no,
Yeah.
oh, this is a mistake, sorry, let us fix this. But I don't know, it's just interesting. I kind of figured when they made this announcement in the first place and the internet went into a tissue fit, basically trying to say this is ridiculous, 24-hour DRM checks are asinine.
Yeah.
And then as a company, they're basically like, oh yeah, no, we'll fix that. It's cool. We'll fix that. I always kind of thought in the back of my head, like, I don't know if I completely trust you guys.
I never thought they would.
Yeah, I wonder how much this is going to come back up and how much this is going to be an issue. But I don't know. It's interesting to see. We'll see how they handle it in the future and what they do and how they move forward with it.
Yeah, I'm definitely interested. I mean, I kind of always thought it would happen, but Steam is trying to get better about having their system not work on the offline mode a little bit better.
Yeah.
I know they're constantly trying to add to that, and that's kind of the DRM that hinders them at the moment. Is your computer goes offline, and you're trying to log into Steam, you can't. A lot of the time it won't allow you because it doesn't cache a password locally.
Yeah.
So a guy also creates a printer, a 3D printer.
Yeah, I don't know if you saw this.
I watched that actually without even seeing this.
Yeah.
It was really cool.
Somebody had done this before. I had seen a 3D printer in Minecraft for a while, and it would print it in like the whole page. If it did a 2x2 surface, it would do the whole 2x2 surface.
Yeah, so this guy on YouTube, it's just Jumby. This guy had about 800,000 views right now. Basically, he has a 6x9x10 area with 16 different colors, and he can make it's essentially a 3D printer. You lay out all these items in 2 separate chests and lay them in the pattern that you want to lay them out in, and it fills those blocks
It's like
for
9
you.
layers, I think?
Yeah, something like that. I don't know. It's just, I'm just always fascinated by the fact that,
You could do this kind of shit.
yeah, that people
Minecraft.
take the time to build these amazing things in
CPU.
Minecraft.
You guys see the CPU in Minecraft?
Yeah, I've seen CPUs. I've seen all sorts of different ones.
I mean,
It's just-
he said something about using like over 1,100 command blocks. I mean, it's
Yeah.
insane. And you're in this one room where you do everything. But when you actually pull out of the view, if you skip in the video a little bit, you
Yeah.
see the inventory for all the blocks, and it's this huge, like almost looks like a giant parking garage.
Yeah.
It's just all of the assembly of like all the blocks and how that they've shuffled through to build everything. And it does take time to load too. Skip to like to near the end.
About 2 minutes in is where he starts showing you statistics of how many different kinds of blocks he uses. It's just insane. It's amazing.
shit!
Everything is
Yeah.
done manually the way you would do something in terms of,
It's almost like he has like an Amazon warehouse.
yeah,
Pretty much.
in some
It's
sense or
Warehouse
another.
13 on
Yeah.
Minecraft.
Everything is like executed in some sort of command line, basically. It's ridiculous. But I don't know. People still will always push the bounds of what's possible in Minecraft.
Cool.
That's cool.
cool.
Yeah, I really like that. Whoever did that was.
It's not really news, but it's interesting. It happens all the time. People are constantly working on stuff like that.
Definitely.
So we had Nintendo. what
Oh
was
god, I'm looking at this right now, and I actually have a reason to maybe get like this is awesome. An NES like re-release,
What?
or
What are you talking
remix.
The NES
You
You
remix.
got, you got to tell us what you're talking about.
Yeah,
here, buddy.
we gotta-
You
we gotta-
can't.
This is awesome.
This is awesome.
That is cool.
This is
Guys.
good. I like this.
This is cool. I like this.
Guys, this is
Before-
awesome.
So
Before we even say
Nintendo
anything.
Direct was this week, and they announced a bunch of shit, right?
Cranky
And
Kong.
what? No, that was VGX,
Oh.
buddy. They announced.
Sorry.
They did
Oh, they did
announce.
announce a new,
they
Super
did
Smash
announce
Brothers.
more about
Oh
Cranky
yeah,
Kong,
and Super Smash Brothers, the new characters.
but
Yeah.
yeah. But the Nintendo Remix, NES Remix, basically was what Bert was talking about.
So explain this to us, please.
So it's gonna be $15.
Okay.
€9 if you're in the UK. It's gonna have a bunch of quick levels from the classics games, and it's not gonna be any change from like the old games. So it's pretty much like a crossover. And it kind of seems like a really good pitch to like, hey, all you people who really like the older games, we have this console that's not even really $200 something bucks, $250 I think right now, and you can play all these awesome classic games. Then you have Netflix and yada yada yada. And I don't know. I think they're trying to appeal to even an older crowd to get these Wii's off the floor because man, they are not selling.
So is it $15 flat out for these games?
It's $15.
It's gonna be on like their U-Shop network.
Right, so it's gonna be like a virtual
It's
console.
like it's a remix. It's a remix game, pretty much. Basically, the way that.
Well, I'm just trying to figure out how it's a remix though. It's
Donkey
the
Kong
original
Basically,
games.
they have the.
Mario Brothers, Super Mario Brothers, 32-bit.
It's the original games just on their.
According to
eShop.
IGN, they have examples like a Zelda sprite in the Donkey Kong game, an Excitebike level with pitch black with only a spotlight, and a reverse Mario Brothers level. So those are some of the
So some
examples of the changes. They kind of change things up, keep it new and exciting. Yeah, they got 16 different games in here: Donkey Kong Jr., Donkey Kong 3, Ice Climbers, Golf. Like,
Did anybody watch the next one?
the next one. I don't know what the next one is.
What's the next one,
No.
Cody?
I know.
What is the next one?
I'm pulling a Burt right now.
What is the next one?
What's the next
Yes, I watched the next one. Hyrule Warriors.
No,
is
I
the
haven't.
next one.
I have not.
Watch that.
Okay, well, tell me what the fuck it is.
Why don't you watch
No,
it?
no.
I thought-
We are gonna watch
I
it.
thought- No, I
No.
thought you were talking about a TV show called The Next One.
No.
We'll talk about it. Tell people.
Next one's the
tell
name of my new
people
band,
who
but-
can't
Wow.
watch this what this is.
Hyrule Warriors.
Okay.
Ooh.
You should Google it.
It's a.
No, I want their reaction.
I know.
first.
Tell everybody else what it is, though.
As soon as you see it.
I'll tell you.
Open
So
it
this
up.
is
Fine.
just- all right,
Follow our
Hyrule-
links, my friend.
Hyrule.
That's why we work on this
Link.
thing. all
Hyrule,
week
Hyrule
long.
Warriors.
I have it right
is a
here. I'm
Zelda
looking.
game, obviously.
Right.
Link's back, and he's
No.
playing it like it's God of War.
No, he's playing it like it's Dynasty Warriors.
Dynasty
Yeah.
This is
Warriors.
This is Dynasty
Hyrule
Warriors.
Warriors.
I
Dynasty
read about it. I
Warriors.
haven't actually
Not
seen
a
the
final
footage
name,
of
by the way.
which makes it.
It's a
pretty exciting.
a name in progress or something like that.
Yeah. But yeah, it looks like this awesome mashup of
Dynasty Warriors.
Zelda
and
yeah, Dynasty
Link
Warriors.
just fucking killing shit. Like
Just seems like
armies of-
arena battle using your
The
bombs.
final name.
It'll be really
juking.
cool if they can integrate the party stuff into it. Like, someone plays Sheik,
Yeah.
or someone actually plays Zelda.
Yeah.
No, that'd be
Or-
really awesome.
I mean, that was the greatest thing about Dynasty Warriors back in the day. If you ever played, did you guys ever play it on PS2?
I
Oh
did
yeah,
not.
of course.
I did not.
Well, you guys fail at life then. I gotta
Seriously,
say.
Well,
yeah.
you could've
Multiplayer.
played
Like, it was a
multiplayer-
really
never
good game.
multiplayer Dynasty Warriors was so much fun.
It was
like you'd
even
be
single
like
player was really fun.
completely across the map.
Maybe I did play this actually.
Yeah, like
You
you
just
just
pretty
beat
sure.
shit
yeah.
up.
You go around and you just have like this giant spear and like you get on a horse and then
You're like, this Chinese army is attacking. You're like,
yeah.
I'm gonna go stop this Chinese army, and then you just
Exactly.
go kill them and the general
and
that's
you have,
leading them.
and you have a split. We always played split screen, and you can like do like meet up and like go off with different places. It was
it
a
was
lot
fun.
of fun. It was a fun game.
Really fun game. So okay, I'm pretty excited about that.
Except we have to have a Wii U to play it.
That's fine.
Yeah,
Blake's
we
got
do.
one. We'll just steal his.
Mario Kart 8.
Mario Kart 8. They actually announced
trailer for
Mario.
that?
No, I did not. Wow, they dropped a lot at fucking Nintendo Direct this
Yeah,
week.
they
More than
did.
just Cranky Kong.
More than just Cranky Kong. Because poor VGX, man. I can't even say poor VGX. I think it's
Oh,
just-
fuck VGX.
Fuck it. Yeah, exactly. Oh, there's an airport level. That's pretty sweet.
There's an airport level. Hold on to your butts.
Yeah.
Dun, 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 dun.
It looks like they hired the same Call of Duty level designer there. All right.
It almost
That actually looks really good. It's nice to see like a real high def next gen kind of Mario
Yes.
Kart.
a lot of people on a lot of forums that I was reading
It
in the
looks like
past
the
week
Sonic
have been
game.
complaining about the just constant rehashes of old games. a
Well,
lot of people think that they're overdue for a lot of good games, a lot of old good
There's-
Nintendo
think-
games.
think-
There's definitely been changes. This isn't the same old game though.
No.
They have
And
the aerial flight where you glide. They have the water where you drift off into the sides.
Following the formula
The
of what was it? What was
Of
the
Diddy
first-
Kong.
Is it Diddy Kong that
Diddy Kong started
Diddy
that.
Kong
That was
did
the
do
whole
that.
going between 3 different vehicles. There may have been one before, but that's what I remember as one of the first. They also had, in the, I believe it was GameCube era, they had Double Dash, which was you had two people on a cart.
This one,
The most recent I played was the Sonic All Stars.
Sonic
that's
All-Star
what I-
Racing is what
This
I've been
one feels
playing, yeah.
almost exactly like Sonic All Stars to me, and when I'm watching this trailer, it's very much has the same kind of dynamics to it.
It
feels
could
like.
be just done with the Mario
Just none,
Kart
yeah. Well,
theme.
It doesn't look like the flight section is very long. It just looks like the glide.
It's
Yeah,
like
exactly.
glides from like one little portion to another.
And it looks like this magnetic thing will allow you to go upside down. But I might just be watching.
Looks
it
like a
upside
lot
down.
of the same dashing dynamics as well, where you can kind of drift into everything and get boost from it. I don't know. Something about it is just kind of saying, like, why should I buy this game?
Well, it's just another Mario
racing
Kart.
game.
It's another Mario.
It's
Kart.
another Mario
it's-
Kart.
Another
No,
Mario
it's the
Kart.
first Mario Kart on the Wii U.
That's true.
That's
And-
true.
It is the Wii U
I'll
Mario
give you
Kart.
that.
And you know what? I mean, they've done it with every system they've ever released. They've just released their slew of titles. They've already had Mario. They've had Donkey Kong now for the Wii U.
Well, ever since after the Wii came out, I mean, there's always
Super
something
Smash
different to
Brothers.
have to integrate into it.
That's true. That's
You
true.
have the whole tablet to play with now.
Well, what is the tablet? Well, did they announce what the tablet's gonna do? Doctor Luigi.
Oh,
Luigi's like pulling all the strings here. But no, go on. We'll talk about this later. Go.
Dr. Luigi's a good one.
Talk about this later.
I
Move
just
on.
feel like give me a good reason to buy a new racing game from you, Nintendo. You got a cool tablet. You got something with gyroscopes in it and sweet buttons and a
part of the-
screen on it.
part of the thing
give
is
me
is that-
something more interesting than the same Mario Kart or the same almost Mario Kart
The
that
thing
I've
is
played
if
over
you
and over.
have the tablet, or excuse me, if you have the console, that's the game. Like that's the only real game to get right now for the holiday season. Nintendo, like with Sonic All Star Racing, like that came out for the PC, for the 360, and for the PS3. Like you had a choice of which one to get it on, and I got it for cheap on Steam.
Yeah.
Like Nintendo is almost like Apple in that they they lock you into their
If you want those
ecosphere.
characters, you have
And-
to stick with them.
And once you have a Wii U, like that's the game that you're gonna get. It's gonna honestly, if I got a Wii U, if you got a Wii U, what were the games that you would get that you would expect to have?
The new Super
Super
Mario.
Brothers, Mario Kart, Super Smash Brothers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Mario Party. Still waiting on Mario Party.
I'm still waiting on Mario Party. It would be awesome if there was a new Metroid. But
Metroid, I would
Metroid
buy
would
before
be
I would buy Mario Kart.
fantastic.
I would too. But
So what I'm saying is give the adults who want to fondly remember Nintendo and remember all the games that we used to play on Nintendo and give us...
that's rehashing old content, though. at the
Here's
same
why,
time.
though.
I know that,
I've
but
always
there's
felt bad
things
for
like
Nintendo.
Metroid that
Oh,
could be
shit.
redone and,
Wait.
like...
What you can do.
Okay, so what Jay is shitting about is they're
No,
releasing...
Go on about your Nintendo discussion.
No,
We'll go over
because
this
it's in
now.
the definitely realm. Is
Okay.
that's
It's
they're
in the
No,
same-
releasing?
it definitely is. It is.
They're releasing
Bringing
a
back
new
an old
Dr.
game.
Luigi.
Dr. Luigi, which is I'm watching this video now, and it's exactly like Dr. Mario was back for the Game Boy. Done with Luigi now. The really cool thing that I kind of went oh shit about, and this is where I think they can excel at in terms of bringing these old games back is the integration of the new hardware. They had the tablet, the Wii U tablet, and it was held sideways, and you can use the stylus, and then you can then play Dr. Luigi just like you would with Dr. Mario down the tablet that way, up and down. Or in a specific game mode, they had it where you can take the stylus and you can move the pieces with the stylus based on that, and then place them from there as they drop. And it looked really cool. It was a great way to bring that back. It's funny that we had Super Luigi Brothers, and then we had we have the Dr. Luigi. And like Luigi's starting
Super
to.
Luigi Brothers.
Oh yeah, it was like a Super Mario Brothers.
Did they do like a Pokemon style, like
No,
two versions, or was it a separate game entirely?
I think it was a separate game.
I didn't know that.
Okay, so here's something though. You can use the Wii U tablet, right?
Right.
You remember back when it came out and you had first ever Wii controller and you had the nunchuck and everyone's like, "Oh, cool! You can actually do your motion gaming." And then you get the Wii pad and you have to stand on the pad and it figures out where you're balancing. And everyone's like, "Oh, this is really cool." And then Xbox just throws the Kinect out and you don't need any crap. It's just you.
Yeah.
And it's like, "Oh, wow, Wii, that's really cool, but now I don't even need a controller. Why do I even want to do all that.
Because their
And then-
platform's a little different.
No,
I
well,
mean,
and it is different, and it still applies to a lot of things. But the other thing came into play is, okay, hey, we added a tablet to it, so now you have this tablet you can integrate into your gameplay. You
Yeah.
can still use all that other stuff. And then Xbox and PlayStation are like, oh, we have an app, and you can just use any tablet you want.
yeah.
You don't have to just use that
Yeah,
one.
that's true. They
And
do have that
it's
edge.
like they do come out with it, and they're cool about it. I mean, they have awesome things, but by the time it actually gets going and the ball's rolling with what they can do with it, the other option's already better.
No, you can because
in
right
my
now,
opinion.
right now you can do more with the tablet. In terms of how
On
it
the
integrates,
Xbox One, I can do a shitload
in
of my
in
tablet.
terms of how it coordinates with the console, you can do more on the tablet with the Wii U than you can with your Smart Glass. With your Smart Glass, if you open up Netflix, you can't choose your Netflix movie from there. You have to use the virtual controller.
Right.
Okay, you can go ahead and you can choose your movie in the tablet on the Wii U. With
this is
playing a
all
game, you can be seeing stats, and with Battlefield, you can have your extra map there. With Wii U, you can use the same thing, but with a touch interface and something that's actually interactive with the game.
But that's like an update.
Additionally, you can also use the Wii U tablet as a remote screen to view what is going on the Wii U. So you can turn the TV off, and you can then see the game on that Wii U tablet. It streams the video wirelessly. You don't get that on Smart Glass, nor do you get that on the PlayStation. So
Have you tried it?
the only way you get that with PlayStation is through remote play with the PS
So
Vita.
have you
but
tried
no.
it with the Smart Glass, the new Smart Glass?
I have, and it's okay. It works. To me, it still feels like the old Smart Glass. There hasn't been anything additional. Like,
As far as like the controller mode, definitely not.
well, no, just
Um,
any like even using the games on it. I don't. There's
You
nothing
only
added.
have one game for it though. You should try Dead Rising. with it.
Exactly, and
I have my
no.
full map layout. I can actually adjust my missions. I can choose exactly where I want to go. I can get extra missions. The guy can call you through your tablet. Your tablet's actually talking to you when you get phone calls.
So
instead of
then
turning
that's
the
a
thing.
cool straight direct connection in there. Just like
Yes.
with Battlefield, you can also use it as a way to show your map,
for
or you can play the
commander
commander mode.
Yeah.
No, not even for just commander mode.
Not just
You can
for-
use it as a second map. Like,
Yes,
a way to see that. So don't get me wrong. There's cool integrations with it,
but
but
you're right. You're right. The Wii U was built around the tablet,
but
and it integrates it more because that's exactly what they were concentrating on when they were building it.
right. So for now, it does.
Versus
In
Xbox with the
updates,
feature.
as you said, we could see that change. We can see these second screen iPads or your Android tablet then actually having more effect in the game and actually having a cause in there and being able to interact directly or maybe even stream the video source.
Yeah.
So who knows at this point?
Because at this point, if you did on your Wii U want to, like let's say I'm playing a game and then somebody wants to watch Netflix, I could play Netflix on the TV while still playing my game on the Wii U tablet.
Yeah.
And it is little things like that that give it an amazing advantage. And it's even cheap. I mean, it's $250 if you just want to get a Wii U.
Yeah.
It's not that much compared to a $500 Xbox, a $400 PS3. I mean, come on, or $4. I mean, $250 is like an easy gift, or
Absolutely.
like who wouldn't want just for some awesome old classic Mario game?
They're still focusing on it as a family console, as something
Yeah.
that's cheap and
Their quality
easy.
control, yeah.
Something that's got great quality control.
It's now HD.
Yeah, it's got
It's not a
HD
DVD player.
finally. They got great games for kids on it. You can
It's still not a DVD
It's still
player.
not a DVD
It's
player.
still not a DVD player, unfortunately.
It's
but,
HD, but it ain't DVD.
Yeah, but I don't know. I think they've got a winning platform
But
always.
That's
but
because of the format, because of it from where it's from. Because the games are that format too, and if they actually did have a DVD player, then it'd have to be able to read both formats.
yeah.
And that's why you'll never have a DVD player.
One other thing I did see them
Wii.
do with the
Anything
Wii U tablet when I was reading around today, and
about
one
Sony?
other
What
integration
about
that
the
they
PS4?
used was for the new Golf. They just added Golf to the Wii U Sports. So now
Golf hasn't been in there?
Golf was just added into the Wii U Sports.
Really?
There was a few other ones that were already in there, but yeah, they just added Golf, and so the new thing that you could do with the tablet is you lay it down on the ground, which to me sounds like a bad idea, but you lay it down on the ground and you use a Wii nunchuck,
Right.
and you basically the ball is on the ground on the tablet, and you're swinging with the nunchuck, and basically as you stand over it, it calibrates the distance between the two. As you take a couple of practice swings,
Right.
it gets more and more accurate, and that's how you swing and use
Right.
the nunchuck. So
Because there are two infrared
That's-
receiver or emitters,
yeah,
two infrared lights on the
So-
tablet.
it's things like that that are like definitely keep a new dynamic added into the Wii platform. So
But with the Kinect, it just sees me. It knows my stance.
yeah, but you don't see a ball on the ground,
You don't see a ball on the ground, but
You don't
it
see an
does- it
actual
already
ball.
knows where.
and it
like,
doesn't
my-
fly off of the screen on the tablet and up onto the screen on the wall.
That's true.
Not yet.
But
Somebody can make an app that does that. though.
Until no,
They have-
you can't.
they have
well, yeah,
smart
I guess
screen.
you could
They have
for
smart
that
screen
one.
and they have the Kinect.
Absolutely, we
and
were just talking about that, but yeah, you
Yeah.
absolutely could do that. It's not there yet, but
it could be. We'll see. We shall
Yeah.
see.
it's interesting.
I do.
Good
think
job
it's
to
interesting.
Wii for doing that ahead of time, but cool.
What are we on now?
So Dr. Luigi comes out in December, $15 sometime this
Oh,
month.
it's coming out this month.
That's what it says.
Wow. All right.
Sometime in December for $15.
Well, that's cheap.
Yep.
Not bad. So that's $15. The classics are $15.
Yep.
I like that.
Next year,
It's under 20 to make you feel good about it.
spring, next spring, 2014.
So 2014 will be a pretty good year for game.
Yoshi's
A lot of
New
new
Island.
consoles.
A new Yoshi Island.
A lot
I'm
of
excited
different
about
games.
this because I don't know if you guys ever played the original Yoshi Island
I
for
did not.
Super Nintendo.
This is for
No.
3DS.
A little bit,
I
yeah.
believe.
Not really. Like,
Other
maybe a
than
little bit.
other than
Never
Mario
had it,
whining the
so
entire
never-
Yeah,
time.
this is
It's
for
like Baby
3DS.
Mario. I played it, but I never
3DS.
Yes.
Oh man, now I'm even more excited.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you already have that.
So this is for 3DS,
Oh, but buy new
New
console?
Yoshi's
Nice.
Island, and there's a trailer. Right now, it looks like it's on IGN. I don't know if you can probably YouTube for the new
It's YouTube.
Yoshi's New Island. It's a 30-second trailer, basically, coming out for 3DS next spring.
That looks cool. I'm actually really excited
Looks
about
kind
that.
of promising. Really cool art style. I like it.
Oh, it's just like Yoshi.
You got
Yoshi's
a
Island, I
big
remember.
giant shy guy that you can eat and make a giant egg out of. This is actually kind of awesome. There's a lot of games out that really make me want a 3DS.
I love my 3DS. I don't play it enough, but it's really fun. There's a lot of interactive things you could do with it. Even like Jay first showed me, when that's what kind of sold me on it, is you can do games where you're holding it up and the camera's actually showing you what's in front of you, and you're interacting with your actual world because it's adding
AR
things
games.
to it. And little things like that are really fun, and you can do so much. And the 3D's cool, but you don't want to do it for too long.
3D typically hurts my eyes after a little bit.
Yeah.
Probably an old fogey by now, but I don't know. I would actually just rather have like a 2DS or like a 3D XL. Just for
2DS would be a good
Just for
option.
the size.
Mm.
I like the fact that they released a 2DS, just because the fact that I don't have a lot of money. I don't want to like if I bought a DS, it would just be like for fun. Like I'm not gonna be taking it real seriously, and
the 2DS is I would think almost for like little kids.
yeah.
Like they
Is-
don't
Or
mind.
people
Because-
who want to
No,
save
or
a
those
few
that
bucks.
don't want to save an extra $50.
Yeah.
They don't care about the 3D. If they
I don't
feel
care
that
about the 3D at
Well,
all.
the thing is,
There-
if you're
well,
too
there's
young,
a-
you're not even supposed to have the
There's
3D.
there's another one too. Like there's one that's just like one giant block.
That's the
That's
2DS.
the 2DS.
That's
Yeah.
the 2DS.
So-
Which they also, by the way, found out is all just one big screen.
It is.
So-
and there's just a line going through. it.
That means just the top half is or the bottom half is a touch screen, and the top half isn't. So I don't know if they're working on trying to hack that screen and make something cooler out of it. I'm sure there's somebody out there who's hacking it apart tomorrow
would
night
be
or
sick.
something, you know.
Um,
But I don't know. It's interesting to see that they released that, and that's a new platform that's available to people if they want to
yeah,
save $50. I would buy it. And there's a lot of games for it. I don't know. I'm thinking about buying one maybe.
okay. So
I'd
here's the thing,
recommend
though. If you were 7 years or younger, the 3D actually could like cause eye developing problems. And there was a bunch of articles about how because it uses strobe lights to do the 3D effect, kids were having seizures because of it.
Oh, that's good.
In order to kind of give
job,
an option,
Nintendo.
like, hey, we still want kids to buy it, but we don't want to kill them. Let's give them a 2DS. That'll play the 3DS games, but not in 3D. And if they want to upgrade later when they're older, they can just get the 3DS then.
Probably
They
a good
already
idea
have
on
the
their
games.
part.
Yeah, I thought it was a really good idea and kind of a better option for certain people. So it's easier to sell. It's like, oh, your kid's only this age? Well, there's still this version, and it's cheaper. Here you go. He's never going to play with it after like a day anyway. Attention spans.
Attention spans. I don't know if I want to give my kid a
All I
gaming
see,
device.
All I see, okay. I work in
I
a
got the
store
Virtual
with a lot
Boy
of
when I was
traffic,
like 10.
and all I
Me too.
see are parents with their kids have the tablets and
I
they're
have
just
that.
lost in the tablet, and they're fat and they're ugly children, Their parents come up and they buy them ices and like greasy shit, and I'm just looking at them like, really, this is.
Well, no, this just goes back. Yeah, we got the Virtual Boys when we were 10, and that thing fucking like that was lasers right in the eye.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, actually, that was a Japanese toy.
Virtual Boy? No, it was a Nintendo product. Well, Jeff.
I was waiting for that.
I know, I was waiting. It's like, when is it going to click?
I just turned my head like, wait.
Hang on. We got something here.
Okay, so I want to go into Dota because I think that was the end of the list.
What about Dota?
What about Dota?
So Wraith Knight.
Much better.
That
Wraith
is
Knight.
not
What
the
did
end
you
of the
guys-
list, by the way,
Well,
but
there's
go
more
for it.
games
Dota's
to
not
talk
in the
about.
list.
Do you want to talk about more of this stuff?
Those are more Nintendo announced launches
It was
and
about
more.
the 3DS stuff.
But go ahead, let's talk about Dota.
Let's talk about Dota.
I want-
We didn't spend hours researching and seeing what was new in Nintendo or anything, But we could talk about Dota.
Did you do that? Did you?
Huh? Yeah, we spent time actually looking for these links and seeing
And I
what
want
was
you to go
up.
through all of it. I'm sorry.
You want me to go through all of it?
I was looking at this and I thought I was at the bottom.
Okay.
So please continue.
The only other thing pretty much coming out is a bunch of new 3DS announces. Since we were already kind of in that same vein, basically, there's this new announcement from Square Enix. They're dropping a new game called Bravely Default. And it's coming out next year, and it comes out in 47 days, actually. Metacritic already reviewed it. It got an 86.
Wow.
Yeah, got an 86 from them. It's Square Enix, and it's a RPG game, and it's built for a handheld game. So it looks interesting. It looks like a great game. It got great reviews. It looks really promising, and so might be something worth checking out if you're into RPGs. Other than that, new stuff about a Kirby. There's a new Kirby game coming out for 3DS.
Saw
Oh, that's cool.
Which it's got a bunch of new characters. It looks like a bunch of. It said something about where did my link go? Something like 10 or 20 new abilities or different abilities in the game, and looks like a great new version of Kirby. Actually, just overall for 3DS. Yes.
Kirby.
And then the other big one that I found really interesting is they did the Pokemon Transporter, the Poke Transporter, and the Pokemon Bank. So now, if you have Nintendo's X or Y, or not Nintendo, excuse me, Pokemon
Nintendo's X or Y.
Nintendo's X or Y.
Gotta catch 'em all.
Yep.
STDs.
Chlamydia.
Pokemon X or Y or Pokemon Black or White, Pokemon Black or White 2. So if you have those games, at this point now you can sign up for Pokemon Bank or Poke Transfer, and you can transport it. Poke Transporter, sorry. You can transfer your Pokemon from Black and White to X and Y. So you basically can now have a large bank in Nintendo's cloud of all your Pokemon, and it stores all your data for you. You keep them in there for as long as you want to. You have a limit on how many you can keep in there.
So Nintendo has like a cloud.
It pretty much looks like it's an application that lets players take Pokemon they've caught and transfer them back and forth. So, yeah, it's an application that helps you transport. There's a usage fee for the bank if you're keeping them in the bank and you're not transferring them. It's like a bank fee, I guess.
Is it keep people from just like
It's like
hoarding
going to
Pokemon into it?
going to Wells Fargo and they charge you a bank fee. So
I'm gonna collect a bunch of Mewtwo's and fill the bank and then sell them on eBay one at a time.
I'm gonna collect at least. Well, Mewtwo's are worth 4% interest. So.
Yeah.
yeah.
You know, I mean,
Compared to the Pikachu's at only.
we're gonna
at
hoard
only
the
2.5.
market. We're gonna hoard the market. We're gonna catch them all, and I mean all of them.
Collect all Mewtwo's, gain 4% interest instead of the Pikachu's at 2.5.
And then the last game was a little 3DS photo finder game. I believe it was out on a previous platform. It's called Chibi Robo. And you basically, it looks like a small kid's game. You basically go around and take photos of things that are required in the game. So it says, I need this to do this. And you're like, oh, they need scissors. I got to go find a picture of scissors. And you take a photo of scissors with your game. Is what that would look like the basic
cool.
premise to the game in terms
That could
of
be like a mobile app though. Like,
yeah, it
why
could.
why isn't that on my Android phone?
Because
I don't
it's
know.
3D.
And build stuff.
Yeah, I think
It's not 3D.
It's in 3D.
It's not 3D.
Fuck you.
my laptop just died, so I lost the link. I would tell you more about it, but
Here.
I'm gonna say 3D.
Well,
It's following.
but
call
yeah.
Cameron over and we'll have him talk about
Daisy.
Daisies.
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 Daisy.
And then we'll talk about Dota.
We'll
for
talk
Bert.
about Dota, Bert.
They all do Dota.
Sorry, buddy.
Wraith Knight.
So, I mean, Dota will be a good transition to fall off on because I think ranked matchmaking has thrown its little wrench into play.
It's been interesting. Right?
It has.
Why was,
But
your,
let's,
why was your Dota profile private?
Oh, I don't know. I
this
turned
guy.
it off of private.
I
Personal
noticed.
issues.
Yeah.
I was like obsessively checking until you turned off the private.
Dude, you and Bear both
I was
fucking nuts.
Why is
What's
why
your
is why is
score?
why is your Dota profile private? Why can't I look at your last games? Why can't I see your last games? I was like, why is it private?
Okay, so Daisies.
Daisies.
So Daisies.
I played a little bit of Daisies.
I played a bit of Daisies.
This is Cameron's first impression of Daisies.
Hi, Cameron. Welcome to the podcast.
You've
Hi, guys.
never played Daisy.
No, I've never played Daisy.
Ever.
Ever.
Period.
Period.
And what do you think the game's about?
This is an alpha level
that's
release.
kind of what I got out of it.
So
You know, I've played other kind of survival games before. I loved Fallout. I loved the Fallout series. So that's kind of where I was, not necessarily a baseline, but kind of the objective of the game was kind of like a Fallout game. So that's kind of what I saw in it. And I definitely understood that it was an alpha, still in development. You know, there were still some graphical issues and that kind of stuff, and gameplay issues. But when I first started, I'm kind of wandering around, and there's no objective. I have no idea what I'm supposed to be doing. So, you know, I'm looking around, and ironically, I found a lot of things that I could bash people with, but my character kept telling me I was thirsty. And there's no water. So I was a little stumped on that one. I found lots of rotten fruit that made my mouth taste funny. So I started, stopped, deciding to eat that because I was afraid it was going to make me sick. So no more rotten fruit. But no water, no food. I ran around for about a mile with a can of beans.
But you couldn't open the can of beans.
No, could not open the can of beans. And I'm one of those guys that, especially in the Fallout series, where I have to check every room. Because I'm like, there might be something in there. And I probably checked about 80 rooms, and I didn't find one damn thing I could use. The beans, though, and you couldn't hit things with the beans.
I need to find like a rock.
I had an axe. Come on, I had an axe. I can't open a fucking can of beans with my axe.
You might chop a finger off. That's like really
Yeah,
dangerous.
or you'll chop it open and lose all the beans.
So,
Well, I think in that situation, if you smashed your bean can open with an axe,
you would still eat the beans.
even if they were on the ground, you would still go after those.
I
beans.
would go after the fresh beans, other than the rotten, kiwi that I found.
I found a couple rotten bananas.
So yeah, plenty of rotten fruit and one good can of beans that I couldn't actually eat. So I did at one point. I was in an apartment building.
Why is there rotten kiwis in the middle of Russia?
I know. and in like the most random places, like a car garage. There's nothing that I could have used from the car garage except for rotten fruit.
Rotten kiwis and rotten bananas.
Yes.
In the middle of Russia.
Yes. So that was a little odd. I did find myself up on top of a high-rise, an apartment high-rise at one point, and
Did you see any zombies?
No zombies. None.
The entire time,
The whole time.
all the way up. So you never,
Never found one zombie.
you never fought a zombie.
No.
Really?
I didn't find anything alive or dead.
You were all alone.
All alone the whole time. So
That's kind of a trippy, different experience to that game.
it was a little scary. I'd say that because I'm like I want to fight something just so that I know that I'm not just the last living or.
I want to know I'm still alive, man.
I kind of that's my future. That's what I want out of the game. I want it to be like, unless you and I or somebody else are playing together and playing this game, like I want it to be that like you are completely alone, and then when you find one zombie, it's not just one zombie ever. You know, it's just like it's like there's one, and then there's like a fucking entire because they all like clump together, and there's like an entire horde around the corner just waiting.
Well, I mean, the way they figured it in Walking Dead is that they were attracted to the noise, so they would even find themselves because of that noise.
Yeah, actually, it seems in this game the noise is really what sets off the zombies, and you know the zombies are so they're incredibly glitchy at this point. But I think if they can get that down, that's my biggest worry with this game is that I don't think that they can get the zombies down.
Yeah,
it just like that was one thing about even in the mod that was just.
Well, I think they will because they have a little more. I think they have a little more flexibility in terms of the engine this go around, than it was with just a mod.
How long do you think it's gonna take? I mean, like they've never in the mod. I mean, maybe they stopped with the mod entirely. Really, I think the biggest thing with me, the biggest problem with DayZ is the combat. Like everything, all the systems and everything else, like all their ideas are pretty solid.
Well, I did get some combat. Yeah. When I glitched out and fell off of the high rise and died, I respawned and I was in this marsh and found a black guy who was wandering around, and I tried to talk to him, but he wouldn't talk to me and kept running away. So I decided to try and kill him.
That's racist.
Yeah, it felt a little racist, but it was the only guy there, so it was more like genocidal at that point. So
it's like, oh wow, this man, the one survivor. I haven't seen anybody in days,
but
and he didn't want to say hello back, so I decided to kill him.
He was crying.
What are you talking?
It disturbed me.
Are you kidding me?
He was.
You saw a crying black man in DayZ,
and he was running from me.
Where did you see this? How did you? When did this happen?
I was the bad guy in this scenario. Is how I saw it. I just had to act out my part.
When did you? Are you?
You found a crying black man.
Yeah, and he was running from me. So I just.
Why does he have to be black, guys?
No, he was black. He was black.
I know you can't.
Actually,
my character was default black, so.
I was default black. I kept.
I was a black guy.
I changed mine to tan.
Chocolate.
With red shirt and green pants.
But long
I was trying to be very festive. I was hoping that like if somebody detected me like Cameron, they would have seen that I was wearing red shirt and green pants and like, oh that man is a Christmas man.
He's an elf.
He's an elf and he's friendly. But obviously, if I don't hit the F1 button for Cameron within 5 seconds and say hello,
what's the F1 button do?
It raises your hand up.
Okay, so he just cried and ran from me. So
how do you even cry?
I don't know, but I chased him down.
Maybe he was crouching because he was trying to hide from you.
Oh, no.
Like they're like, oh man, that guy has an axe and I have a flashlight, and this guy is chasing me with an axe now.
No, I didn't have anything. It was just bare fist. So I go up and I start trying to punch him, and I'm like, maybe he has something that I can take from him. And he was a much better fighter than me because he knocked me out in one punch, and I got about 9 in. So I saw some blood, so there was some damage done, and I tried to hit him in the head.
And he died immediately?
Oh, instantly.
He must have hit you. He must have had like a knife.
No, it was bare fists.
Well, maybe like on your end, but maybe like the model didn't render. He must have been able to like one hit. Come on, that's my experience of the game too. It's just like you log in. I've been killed by zombies most of the time, and I'm surprised that you didn't see any zombies, especially like going into like every time I'm like super sneaky and I'll like crouch and like hide behind fences and shit, and it doesn't matter. I'll have a zombie like glitch through the land and like fucking kill me. We were talking about earlier, but so you played the original Fallout, so you played all the Fallouts. Like, what is? This is basically a multiplayer survival game with zombies. Do you see yourself in the future playing this type of game, or like MMOs in general? Like, do you see yourself playing this type of game other than like Star Citizen or like a WoW type MMO?
Well, yeah, I do. There definitely needs to be some enticement because in the thing with Fallout is that even if you went into some random place, some random room, there was always something to find. And I was the guy that was overladen with just crap in my bag because I was like, I can sell this at one point, or I can trade this at one point, and that was my driving goal. It's like I have to check everything because there might be something of value. And I did that the whole time. I mean, I spent like 75% of my time looking through buildings, and I didn't find anything. So that was really frustrating for me. You know, I can see if there's even if there's no objective. You know, if there's no
DayZ the mod, there's no real objective.
And I can see that. I can be fine with that.
The objective is to survive. Eventually, in the future, they want to have like player fabricated buildings. They want to have like the ability to like have like a place where you can just go and like make a base with.
Okay.
It's a cool idea, but like really for me, combat is not there. It's just not.
Yeah.
But all the other systems, as far as the inventory system and like being able to craft things and being able to like just survive, only having it's a YOLO game.
How do you craft things?
YOLO.
Once you like, you're able to craft things. You're able to like.
I didn't get any of that.
Eventually. So.
Yeah, there needed from my perspective, there needed to be more interaction available. Even on a very simple scale, you know, I understand that some doors can't be opened or some doors shouldn't be opened, but there should have been even just random stuff that I should be able to pick up and say, oh, I might be able to use this later on.
So, to transition, you guys probably don't care because I bring this up fucking every podcast.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
But Star Citizen
Yes.
actually had...
Don't encourage him.
Oh,
Please.
I love it.
Dude,
Don't
I'm
encourage
already-
him.
He's
They
getting on
had
this
a podcast
pedestal
today.
right now.
They had a podcast, or they had a live stream today, which they actually showed footage of the dogfighting module. So...
Holy crap, that looks good.
That's the dogfighting module.
That looks awesome.
Does look pretty fucking awesome, actually.
So, yeah, so they showed that off today. The netcode's not done yet, and there's obviously some like problems with the animations when they look at stuff. But a little bit later, after they showed off this, they did like a damage model thing where they just had like they loaded up Visual Studio and they like loaded up this testing, and each individual component of your ship is like a different part, and each different part has like degrading damage models. So when it gets damaged, it has like 6 different versions. Each different part has 6 different versions of it breaking apart and like and being usable or not. All the asteroids when they show the asteroids being destroyed are all destructible and they like fly apart. It crashed once when they were doing the demo. And there was some really like some weird animation issues, but like if you played the hangar module, you'll notice the same animation issues when you move the try to move the joystick around. But it looks really good. It looks really pretty. But you know it does. But I've been researching some other games that are along those same genre and same lines, and they seem so much farther along than what this is presented here. I mean, all that Star Citizen has at this point is just these really incredible ships and these really detailed ships and these really personal ships, but that's about it. As far as a consistent universe, as far as planets, like you look at these other games, including that's why I brought up that free to play Steam game. It's called like Star Crush. What was that? It's like Star Crush or Star
Something like that.
Something weird like that. If you look up the free to play Steam games for the sale, there's one that's supposed to be like this, but it looks so much farther along. But I don't know. Star Citizen obviously has the graphic fidelity and the depth that I'm looking for. These other games are. I'm gonna download them. I'm gonna try them. I think I'm gonna talk about them next week. Just because you can't talk about Star Citizen, but this seems to be I think where gaming in general, as far as a new genre that's been left alone for years and years and years, is finally coming to like mainstream and or having a lot of brand new games that are celebrating or trying to do like a full universe where you're just expanding and moving and going places. But yeah, they did that today.
That's pretty cool. I mean, we'll see once they get the netcode done, and I want to see like playing against people.
Well, I mean, everybody
I might
like
go there.
sitting in that room was playing against each other.
Right.
That's
The
what it
physics and the dimensions looked amazing. Moving around like that is cool.
So, now that Cody's gotten his Star Citizen out, we can let Bert get his Dota out.
Yay! Okay, so Wraith Knight. I want to start with Wraith Knight. Let's get this one out of the way. So they added more heroes to Wraith Knight.
They did.
What do you guys think? I know you've been playing Elder
have you
Titan.
played?
I've been playing TA.
I played TA, I played Storm Spirit, and I played... I thought there was one other new one, but I don't remember.
Which Doctor's new?
No, I didn't play him, no. Oh, Queen of Pain.
Queen of Pain.
Queen of Pain was a lot of fun.
And
I
that
haven't tried
blink.
Queen of Pain. Have you tried Queen of Pain?
Queen of Pain was a
The
lot
blink,
of fun.
the blink
Blinks is
ability
very
is
useful.
very good as far as getting gold and getting out. Like,
Yeah.
It's very handy.
I haven't tried Queen of Pain yet.
And the AoE is good, but I mean, it really kind of just helps with hordes, and you have to have a horde to really utilize it. But overall, it's just like, extra damage. I like playing Windrunner just because if you get a lot of damage and you get
Wind
crit,
Ranger.
Wind Ranger, fuck it. And then you ult a boss, you just watch the health go click, 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 click down and just chip away.
That's true.
Like, she's a monster in that game. Drow is too, but Drow, I mean, you need to get the butterfly. With Wind Ranger, all you do is you just go. All I do is I get crit, I get a divine, and then I get a. If no one else has, I'll get a desolator,
Let you off?
and you just destroy. I hope someone. I try to get people to get a medallion too, because it's only 6 armor, but that 6 armor does a lot of damage in the long run.
That's why I like Elder Titan.
Yeah.
His passive does a
Oh, yeah.
14% decrease in
If
armor.
you get his passive, and then you get an AC, and then you get a medallion, you can just nuke the crap out of bosses so fast. And people really people don't get how the armor really affects the game. They never get it. And Aura is OP.
So, no, I like the additions to it. I still, I've only beaten it maybe a handful of times, actually.
Did you watch the Dordo reporter on it?
No.
It was really funny. And it's like, all these guys are like, we're not even in this game mode. It's like, since when the hell do we care about game integrity? Like, at the very end, it's like, why are we trying to defend this guy? We just have to fight him at the end anyway.
So, I've been really enticed with the ranked matchmaking recently.
I have
Watch
two.
that Dordo reporter.
And
I apparently suck. I
Did you
apparently
get yours
am
yet?
no good at.
haven't
No, I
even-
have not gotten mine yet,
You-
but
you
I've
got
only
it.
won.
I'm
I've only
TBD.
won like one of my ranked
Your,
games.
your solo or your party?
it's solo party.
Oh, my solo? None. I've won 0 games for some reason. When I play unranked, I win all the time solo matches, but I don't know. Apparently, I suck. So we'll
I
we'll see
blame
what
the
my
picks. I really
numbers
do.
are.
The drafting in ranked is completely different from unranked, and people have a completely different mindset. There's some assholes who just want to be like, okay, I'm gonna get this. As long as the game gets to 40 minutes, I'm gonna win, and we're good. And then the entire team picks that, and I don't know.
Solo, I've been pretty good, and my big concern is I don't want solo to kind of start matching me so well that
Good.
I've done pretty well in solo.
You haven't. You don't have a solo.
I don't have a solo one. I'm still working on getting ranked for
How
solo. I'm
many
still
more do you
calibrating.
have?
5. My last one was someone else abandoned on my team. So
And what happens when that happens? You know.
it still counts.
Is it
It'll say
on your
no.
team as a
It still
loss on your
it still showed as a loss on my team.
Yeah. So
And it said
what if
stats. It said abandoned stats will not be counted, but it still showed up in my game history.
I don't know.
I don't think it's gonna work the same way for rank.
Abandoned stats do count because when somebody abandons, we've had 2 abandons when we
You
played
still
party.
get battle points for them too.
What happened was when they abandoned, it says that stats will be recorded. It says that. It
Oh,
says
yeah?
that when the game is abandoned, it says stats will be
Oh, I thought it
I
said
recorded.
think
would
there's a
not.
certain time limit. If you hit a certain time
Right.
limit and somebody abandons, you still get points for the game anyways.
We were way into.
Yeah,
one of
we
them.
were like
One of them
45
we were only
minutes in.
16 minutes in. The other one we were way into. I haven't finished yet. I have 3 more games.
I do
in
have
party.
I have my party
I
rank.
have 7 more games in solo,
It's a party rank.
My party rank is 2880-ish.
which is good actually.
So it's 75 to 90 percentile.
Um,
It's above the 75%, but below the 90%.
but it's,
So around
it's
80ish.
lower is better.
No, higher is better.
Lower is better
Lower is better
because
because when you're in the lower part, when you're in the lower numbers, you're in the top 2% of the of people played.
Well, we're the 99%.
if you look at the update, the news page for on the Dota blog, it actually shows the listing, and it says the top 5% are at the lower end, and then the top 95% or however many are at.
Does
So I had
remember-
I thought it
4100.
was backwards. I thought it was going to be the higher number, the better.
Well,
And
how
then-
when is it now that you actually have I almost want you
You
to
guys hear that? His bubble just bursted.
No, that's fine.
Hold on, no, I almost,
actually-
no,
he's
it's
actually
better.
better,
He's
though.
He's better actually because
Yeah.
he's higher than yeah. You're actually fine. You're better than we thought, Jay. So
Thanks.
no, it's better because we'll talk about that later.
Well, okay. Let's see on the blog. I didn't
Now
understand
now that you
makes
have a
sense.
profile, you can see after every match, you can see how your profile does.
Yes.
So when you've done better,
When I win, my rank goes up.
does your number go down?
No.
Scroll down there. You've got it open. Scroll down to. There's like a number.
That's not the right blog post. Yeah, I know which one you're talking about. No, when I had played and I won my next party match, I won doing really well with Lich, and
You played Lich like 5 times in a row.
I did, and it's really one of the only ways I can kind of run these ranked matches right now. It's been
I
Lich
need
or
to
Ursa.
play
for
the
me.
only character I'm good at.
It's been Lich or Ursa. Really?
I've been randoming and like people getting pissed off when you're randoming.
Oh yeah, dude.
Though
I
I
love
had-
random.
People get really pissed off when you
I
ran.
had a bad time
Because
only
like
once.
I said, they just want you to pick your super good hero that you're amazing at. And
The
don't want you to
ranked
have any
seems
fun.
to have like this.
You better be serious, man.
Yeah, like this serious.
Like a try
mode.
hard.
I will find you and fucking murder you. If
Like
you
a- yeah,
feed.
honestly. I'm not very good at Ember Spirit or Fire Spirit.
Ember Spirit.
Ember Spirit.
You know, you gotta be able to utilize the ult correctly. I think that
How does it all work? Is like you
so you throw down your thing and
Yeah.
it just stays there.
Yeah.
I don't know if it has a cooldown. or
But
not.
when you use your D, you go to all of them and then
Okay,
you go to your
go
closest
to the
one.
closest ones.
You go to the closest one, but you still bounce off of all the rest of them.
Yes, but here's the thing: you choose which one you want to end up.
Yeah,
at.
that's true. But you still get rid of all of your ones that you put down.
Yes.
Unlike all the other ones.
But one thing you can do is you can throw one in the fountain, or no, you can throw one out, die, and then as soon as you buy back, you can go right back to it.
That's true.
So there's certain things you can utilize.
But yeah, you know, like I think the characters I was against were just I couldn't do anything against them.
Yeah.
as Ember
He's
Spirit.
a money needing, or he needs the farm.
He needs
the
the farm.
damage. He needs
but
a battle
he's
fury.
a glass cannon.
Battle Fury's fun.
He's a glass cannon until he gets that.
Yeah, because he can do so much damage, but he has to get the damage, and he doesn't have any natural way of doing that. You have to flat out farm it and buy it.
I think they nerfed him a little bit. He was a little bit more buff.
So the
Earthspear's
higher your
Earthspear's the one
MMR,
trolling
the better.
pubs, man. Like even after they scaled that.
The higher the MMR, the better.
It says that.
After each match, we update your MMR based on what happened that match. In general, when you win, your MMR will go up, and when you lose, your MMR will go down.
So
Win-loss is the primary criteria.
So I'm wrong. I'm retarded.
So
and you are at the level we thought you were.
well, I'm within the, I'm within the,
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
I'm within like the top 80.
You're in the
Yeah.
same. You're
I'm in
actually
the level I
same
kind of figured I
bracket.
thought it'd be.
Either way, yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. I guess I guess we read that wrong. But
Yeah.
it seemed like it was like the top 2% of players had a lower number. It's like golf almost.
Maybe they want to lose.
So the higher MMR rating you have, the better player you are. See how it is like.
Mhm.
If you think about like the top 5% of players have an MMR rating of.
Well, no, I also remember this from education when they would say what percentile in the class are you. If you're in the top 99 percentile, it means you beat out most of your class. You were the 1%. At least that's how I remember it being taught to me. It's like always like the inverse.
Is it?
I don't know. So I thought, but yes, your MMR
You're
will
probably right. You're probably
will probably rise for a bit, and then once you, if you're on a win streak, and then once you start taking a lot of losses, plateau out.
So what else do we got to talk about?
Went over matchmaking. Wait, did we ever talk about Legion Commander? I mean, now that you guys have played it, you know, had some fun
I
against
played
it with it.
only one match
Against?
and one match playing, but when I played, I was playing Wraith Knight, so my ult didn't do what it was supposed to. But that's the only experience I have.
Yeah. What'd you think?
She's the bitch.
He's a whore. just
Like
steals
when
damage
somebody's
from you.
really smart about it, like
Yeah.
they'll just use that stealing ability.
Yeah,
and
it's
just,
a kill stealer.
But it's not
No,
necessarily
it's
kill
just a
stealer.
stat stealer.
It's just a stat stealer, and if you do it
Well, that's true,
only
'cause you
when
don't
you
get the
know when they're
true.
getting they're gonna die, then you're always only gonna get attack damage, and then that just continues to grow and grow and grow.
Yeah.
That's a really cool ability. I like the Q that it gives you attack power. So like you it's one of those characters where you want to use like. You want to Q and then you want to W and then you want to ult and then just fucking wail on them.
Well, I love the W because you get regen, a lot of regen, really quickly early on in the game. I mean, 1 point is 60 regen. Not for a great duration.
But it feels like it
No,
falls
the
off pretty
E-
late.
The E is the regen, the auto attack that
No,
gives
no,
you
no,
the
no.
lifesteal.
Your attack increase also has regen with it.
It does.
Okay,
So you get regen.
But
and
that's
attack
what I
speed.
mean. Like
And
she's
that's
one of
because
those.
her jungle ability. So
she's-
if you use her passive to get that
Well,
counter strike
even besides
with the lifesteal,
the jungle abilities, like she's one of those characters that you go in there and you blow all of your abilities in a specific order,
Yeah.
and then you like as soon as you do that, you ult, and then like you're almost guaranteed to win that battle, and then you go on from there.
Yeah.
But she's one of those characters that you like. It's not like Earthshaker's. Well, Earthshaker's a good example too, where like you like lay down your thing, and then you have to have an item. You have to blink dagger.
E
use your ult.
penis.
Yeah.
Ground penis.
but they're heroes that have more dynamics to it. I mean, she can do a lot of interesting things in the fight. She can turn fights, I think. I mean, even if your duel doesn't win,
Her
at the very
AoE
least, you can use the 5 seconds to
Or
distract
sniper
somebody
AoE.
for a second.
Her lifesteal is as good. She's like a good counter to lifestealer.
She's a good PL
That's
counter.
true. I never thought about
PL
that.
counter.
She's a good PL counter too with her Q, but she's like as far as lifesteal abilities go,
Yeah.
she's like a real good counter to lifestealer.
Yeah. Right clickers. Anything right
Yeah,
clicker. really.
she's a good new right clicker.
Yeah.
They
I mean,
made
if
it
you
really
have
good.
your passive maxed out and then you just do your shout, I mean, you're gonna be able to fight back.
Shout, let it all out.
Ba-dum-dum.
Anything else? Anything else?
Yeah, did you? What are you guys thinking about buying on the Steam sale? Have you bought?
I already got
anything?
a Far Cry because I hadn't had it yet.
I purchased Arkham Origins and some $5 thing.
Look at you in your fucking start bar at the top of your Windows.
Don't be jelly. Okay, do we need to call the jelly school?
It's just-
Send you out there for a week?
call Jelly School.
So it's like I like to have inverted controls because down is up and up is down, and you know the start bar, fuck it being at the bottom,
Why is
like
black-
the rest of the
black is
world.
white?
I put it at the top. My name is James, and I'm a Windows user.
I think I'm gonna get Red Fraction for $3.99. That's not bad.
Red Faction,
Yeah.
Rad Faction,
Faction.
Red Faction, Red Faction.
Red Faction. Red Faction. And what's the next choices? Our next choices are gonna be Dawn of Fantasy,
Vote for that one.
Proteus, and Legend of Dungeon.
That's not a vote. That's the
Purchase-
flash sale.
Purchase that one.
I don't need 3D Mark.
It's the vote.
Thank you for having to make me reload the page and scroll back down again, you asshole.
Yeah, on your own computer at home. I could do that because that's what you do.
Oh, big news! Netflix just released a big new feature, fireplace for your home.
Yes.
It's a great
Are you serious?
quality
fireplace.
video.
You can run the
It's a
fire. They did a
fireplace
behind the
for your
scenes
home.
video for it too.
You can just like
Here's us
turn
filming.
it on and just like
Let
constant-
that baby burn.
That's
Yep, fireplace for your home.
one of the most ingenious ideas. Of
Good job, Netflix. Quality programming for the holiday
You
season.
know,
No,
so many
like-
people are gonna
like-
be having sex with that.
No, it's just ruining the YouTube infinite loop like genre. Do you guys ever go to the infinite loops on YouTube's?
I have not.
I don't really
They
go much
exist.
on YouTube.
They exist.
Yeah.
They
You don't-
exist
you're
to
not
try
a
to
YouTuber.
I'm not
take
really.
over
I try,
GIFs
but
with
no.
sound.
Those are videos.
GIFs with sound.
Just with sound.
Okay, those are videos.
That don't loop.
That's all I got.
That's all I got.
There was this thing.
Happy holidays. Is that
did
what
you get that thing?
Is
Happy
that
holidays.
the
I don't
PC
think we
thing?
Did you get that
Yeah.
thing I sent you?
Happy holidays because I mean I think most
Merry
of our
fucking Christmas. I
no,
don't
dude,
care
half
what
of our
religion
viewers
you
are not in America.
Christmas is
The other half are in America.
Happy Hanukkah.
Christmas
and the
Merry
other half are probably
Kwanzaa.
just
Jesus
bots.
is white.
Jesus
okay?
wasn't even
Jesus
born
is
in
white.
Peace be
December.
unto
You know,
you.
I don't like anybody else saying that Jesus
He
wasn't
was a
white.
Middle Eastern Jew.
Santa was white. Jesus was white.
Okay,
Mike Tyson
Fox-
was black.
Okay, Fox
Mike
News.
America.
Tyson was black. I don't know. Wow, that's relevant.
There's
Michael
Black
Jackson
Santas
was
out
both.
there. There's Latino Santas.
Michael Jackson was both.
There's Asian Santas. They're out there, man.
There's no such thing as an Asian Santa.
There are Asian Santas
What did Asians
in
celebrate?
Asian malls.
They
think
celebrate
I'm
life.
turning
They have an
Japanese.
entire dude. China has an entire month
Ah, shit.
that's happening in 2 months that they celebrate.
Year of the
Period.
horse.
That's it.
It's gonna be year of the coddle.
Year of the coddle.
Year of the
Year of the-
coddle.
No,
I swear to God,
Seriously, no.
it's year of the horse this year. It's,
Okay.
it is your
No,
your
an
year.
entire month. Like industry in China shuts down completely for an entire month out of the year.
Good. They need to get the smog out of there.
It's kind of crazy to think about. Like, I mean,
Did you go there or did you go to Japan?
I went to Japan.
Okay. Was that
How
any
do you go to
better?
China?
Oh, it was amazing.
Japan
I
has,
went
like,
to where they
smog?
dropped
There's
the
no smog in
bomb,
Japan?
and it was clean. Japan is
no. There's
very
no
clean.
factories there. That's
What does Japan do then?
Why do you think Japan?
It's an
I don't
island.
know. I know it's an island, but what do they fucking do?
They make crazy anime and they force South Korea to
Electronics.
make all their TVs.
And they have weird sex fetishes.
But they're very quiet and very polite.
We're way off of our scope here. 2847.
You don't even have a scope.
I know. We don't.
Okay, that's in a submarine or on a sniper rifle, and you don't have either one of those.
Happy holidays, everybody, and we'll see you.
I
next
want a
week.
submarine for Christmas.
I know you do. Bye.
Goodbye.